Young Pom-Pom, the polar bear, scampered across the ice as fast as his little legs would carry him. He yelled to the walrus, "Woofle, come quickly! They're going to kill my dad!"
Who's going to kill Father Bear? Eskimos?
No, wolves! 4 wolves have surrounded Father Bear and they're snarling and snapping at him. They charge him from every side.
Savage critters, wolves. When they are hungry, nothing can keep them from their food they want.
How can we save him?
I wouldn't worry too much, Pom-Pom. I know your father.
But there are 4 wolves and my dad is on his own. He's in trouble.
If the wolves trouble your father, then they're in danger. Stop looking puzzled and follow me. Stay close behind me. We'll find a place where we can see without being seen.
The walrus didn't need directions to find the fighters. Growls and howls told him the way. Roars and yelps broadcast the attacks and counterattacks going on just over the bank of ice. They climbed to the edge of the ice bank and looked down on the battlers. The great white bear twisted and turned, ready to grab, bite, and rip any wolf who came too close. Each wolf took it in turn to distract him, while the pack attacked him from behind. Father Bear was ready, fast, and ferocious. See? They will tire him out, and then they'll get him.
Those wolves will be tired long before Father Bear. Is that the place where they were fighting when you last saw them?
No, they were over there to the right.
So Father Bear is moving them towards the sea.
The wolves are cunning. They won't let him get back into the water. They could never catch him then.
Father Bear is not moving to the shore. He has moved right to where those wolves are on thin ice. Look!
Suddenly the great white bear leapt into the air. His huge bulk came smash on the ice. It cracked and broke the reef. The bear tumbled into the cold, dark water, taking the wolves with him. They howled in fright.
Come on, young Pom-Pom, you've seen enough. Whenever the polar bear is in the water, he's in complete control of the situation. They'll be sorry they worried him now. Later, when your dad is finished with them, he'll tell you, beware of the wolf. Your dad can deal with him, but he's too big and dangerous for you. Life is full of enemies, traps, and dangers. You must watch for them and always be on guard. And the worst of them is the wolf.
Pom-Pom, the polar bear cub, wanted Father Bear to take him fishing. He looked for his dad inside the enormous ice cave. "Father!" Outside the cave, Pom-Pom called again. Wherever Father Bear was, apparently he didn't hear him. So Pom-Pom climbed up the outside of the cave onto an icy ledge, looking out over the ice and snow. Father Bear was nowhere to be seen. As he was wondering how he would get down again, a voice below said, "Good morning, Bear." The voice startled Pom-Pom. He nearly fell off the ledge. He looked down to see a wolf staring up at him.
"Are you in trouble?"
I'm looking for my dad."
"So am I. I want to tell him some good news."
"What news is that?"
"Well, everyone knows that there is too much hatred in the world. What the world needs is peace. What the world needs is love. What the world needs is creatures who trust one another. So we birds and animals of the Arctic have agreed to stop hating and hurting one another. No more fighting. We all want to be friends. So as a sign of friendship, we now rub noses with each other."
"Rub noses?"
"Yes, it's something we see the Eskimos do. That's how they show each other friendship and love. They rub noses."
"It sounds fun."
"It is. Come down, let's rub noses and we can be friends."
Pom-Pom looked at the grinning jaws and the gleaming fangs. He gulped.
I don't think there's need for us to rub noses. I can see that you're a nice wolf, and I'd never hurt you. You know me."
"I don't know you. If you don't want to rub noses with me, it shows me that you're not friendly and I can't trust you. I rubbed noses with seals and reindeers. I trusted them and they trusted me. If you want to be a peacemaker, Then you do as we did. Come down and let's rub noses.
Do you mind if I ask my friends about this first? I'll ask Woofle the walrus.
Walrus? Why must you ask Walrus? I'm surprised he hasn't told you already. Only this morning he was rubbing noses with me.
Your nose doesn't look sore.
What?
I don't imagine rubbing noses with the walrus is much fun.
Oh, it wasn't easy. But when enemies become friends, it's never easy. Yet we did. So, you do as your big friend did. Come, rub noses.
Above them, Piffle the puffin was flying by. The small black and white bird with the large orange beak was never interested in anything, unless it was none of his business. He flew down and stood on the narrow ledge next to the bear.
I say, young fella, hasn't Father Bear ever told you not to talk to wolves?
Shut your beak, Puffin. It's brainless birds like you that spoil life around here. You're a troublemaker, scaring little bears with your wicked stories. It's obvious you haven't heard the news.
News? What news?
Just as I thought. No one bothered to tell you. What's the point of talking to the Puffin? His brain is frozen.
I say, steady on. What's this news you're talking about?
The wolf was saying that all the birds and animals have agreed to be friends. They won't hurt one another ever again. Life will be full of peace and love.
Yes, it's love that makes the world go round.
So does a bang on the head.
And to show how friendly they are, the creatures do what the Eskimos do. They rub noses. I was just about to rub noses with the wolf.
Oh, have you forgotten what he eats?
Yes, but he told me... He sounded so sincere.
No buts. Some animals can't tell a lie, others can't tell the truth, and the wolf, he can't tell the difference.
Fly away, Puffin. If there's anything I hate, it's someone who stands in the way of friends.
You are no friend of little bears. Rubbing noses, indeed.
It's true. Only a few minutes ago, down here in the water, I rubbed noses with some seals. Never harmed one of them.
That is a preposterous prevarication.
A what?
A whopping great lie.
Little bear, who are you going to believe? Are you going to believe me, a gentle old wolf who wants to be your friend? Or this wordy-birdy troublemaker?
Piffle, it would be wonderful to have the wolf for a friend instead of an enemy. And my dad told me, if you want to have friends, then be a friend. I think I should rub noses with him.
That's right. Come down here, my young friend.
All right. Now, maybe you should rub noses with the wolf, and then I too shall rub noses with him. As we've never done this before, Wolfie, you might like to show us how to do it. If you look behind you, you'll see Father Bear coming towards you. You know, your old enemy, that big beast with those terrible paws and jaws. Let's see you rub noses with Father Bear. Show us how it's done, and we'll rub noses with you.
Where's the bear? From which direction is he coming?
Oh, he's almost here now. So, Wolfie, if you rub noses with him...
But the wolf didn't wait. He fled to the nearest hiding place. Pom-Pom looked to left and right, and then asked Piffle, where did the wolf go?
Who knows? He left in such a hurry. I don't think he's as anxious to get where he's going as he is to get away from where he's been.
And where is Father Bear? I can't see him anywhere.
Well, to be truthful, neither do I. What the wolf said didn't sound right to me, so I thought I'd test it. I pretended Father Bear was after him. If you believe everything you're told, young fella, you'll always be in trouble and danger. If someone's advice doesn't sound right to you, test it. Make sure it's trustworthy before you do anything about it. Otherwise, disaster.
Thank you. I think you saved my life.
True, quite true. I say, did you see the look on the wolf's face when he thought Father Bear might attack him? Oh dear, for a moment he went whiter than white. Let's go and find Father Bear and tell him what happened. He likes a good laugh.
I don't know where he is.
Well, let's look in the ice cave.
The ice cave is the last place where my dad would be.
Good. I always find lost things in the last place I look, so let's look there first.
Pom-Pom smothered a smile. He didn't argue. He toddled along behind his feathered friend, who had taught him a lesson in safety he would never forget.
Many people want to tell us what to believe and how to behave, but King David advised, how can a young person keep a life free from the things which would soil, spoil, and destroy it? Only by guarding it, according to the word of God. The psalmist wrote, happy are those who reject the advice of evil men, who do not follow the example of sinners, or join those who have no use for God. Instead, they find joy in obeying the law of the Lord, and they study it night and day. They are like trees that grow beside a stream, that bear fruit at the right time, and whose leaves do not dry up. They succeed in everything they do.